Hi folks, my name is Liam McQuirk. I'm a Games Promotion Officer with the Dublin GAA and work with Cumann, Báire, Setanta Hurling and Camogie Club based in the heart of Ballymun. The club has been was founded in 1980 and we promote Gaelic games, hurling and camogie, traditional music and the Irish language. And we cater for children, boys and girls from the age of 4 up to our 2 adult teams. So I'm absolutely delighted to have been afforded the chance to participate in this year's Dublin Learning City Festival for 2021. What I'm planning on doing is putting together just a short athletic development activity program for you, which is based around 9 activities that can be done at home, in the club or in school. The 9 activities are based around some of the core activities or fitness activities that we would use primarily in coaching hurling and camogie, and these activities would help players to develop both their hurling skills and camogie skills, but as well as that, their fitness levels, and they are tied into, when we're coaching hurling and camogie, these activities will tie into that, okay? So I will be conducting Beg me déanamh an piece seo in Hanga, Oscailga, agus Osberla, because in Ballymun we have 12 schools in Ballymun, 11 primary schools and 1 secondary school, and 2 of those schools are Gael Scoilna. We have Scoil and Chapdelair, which would have been a founding platform for Cumann, Báire, Setanta, and we also have Gael Scoil Ballymun and Cumann. So by me use all and da hanga Tavistrig for the Setanta déanamh an fiche an seo. With the video, which will be uploaded to a YouTube link, and the YouTube channel is a channel that I've created myself, which is fully controlled by me, and it's a safe environment to do it. As well as that, there will be a booklet available which will outline all the activities that we've done. It will have the direct link to this recording, but as well as that, each of the activities I will have a full timetable, Oscailga agus Osberla, each of the activities that we will do, and on each of the activities it will give the name. So by Anam on Achlate of it will give a brief description of the technique that's used in performing these. Agus Comala Shin, Beg Fisha an Biog, a Golesh, a Tushban, Conase, and a Vigart. There will also be a link directly to a YouTube channel as well of the actual activity. So, as well as learning how to do it from a script format, you will also get to see on the short video, which is about 30 to 40 seconds. So, let me just we're going to start now, and I'm going to start with a simple exercise which concentrates on our coordination. So first off, we're going to do jumping jacks. So shock lay knee, and we will go through the technique as we're doing it. Okay, so we start off, prior to beginning, make sure you have, if you have a mat, you can use a mat on the floor. As you can see, I've recorded the video at home. So again, it outlines that these activities is favourite shoyi and sawali. You can do these at home as well, okay? And don't forget to have a bottle of water with you as well. Okay, so we will start off first with our jumping jacks. So tosolmid le shack le me. So standing up straight, feet together, arms by your side. So shasa sul stirach, lava he's fontave. With this activity, it teaches our students and our players to perform the proper technique, and it is also geared towards a coordination. So as we move through this, you will see in using the hands and the legs that we coordinate both together. So starting with this exercise, as we're standing up straight, we're going to bring our legs apart and our arms up above our head. So, Oscail na chusa cofadig is fader, tog sus na lava le chéile. On this challenge for you here, we're going to start and we're going to do 10 jumping jacks. So let Kayla. Hain, the dough, the three, the car, the cuig, the shay, the shot, the hook, the knee, the dead. So as you can see in doing the jumping jack, it's all about the coordination. When we're playing hurling and camogie, it's a vital part of the skills that the children will learn is that their coordination, hand-eye coordination, but their movement also. Okay, so well done on that one. That's so good. Got hand and count you lad. Leave. Bugger me to ride. We'll move on next to our second activity, which is a press up. Now, the idea behind the press up, when we're learning hurling and camogie, is working. A press up is working on our core, so on lower than corp. This is to keep it strong. Also, by looking after our core, your heart is moving, you're pumping oxygen around the body. So with a press up, down on your mat if you have a mat. So go down on your knees first, so she's out in Luna. Your two hands out. Now roughly what we want to do is to keep our hands the same width as our shoulders. Okay? So now current of a doll off she's also core. Agus an tá sé có fada is atá do ghúla. Resting on the hands, so agus si bhíd lína she's na lava. Bring your body straight, your head up. So sin amach the corp, come out the count sus, and what we're doing is we're going to slowly bend our elbows, keeping them in as tight as we can, down to the ground and straight back up, ensuring that we're keeping that body straight. So now time to go cheese, Tasha we go cheese dyrker in the lava, lube, the hilling, August the Tasha we go cheese. Okay, and very important on this one, we're breathing out as we're going down and we're breathing in as we're going up. So in all the machels with a good cheese, and in all the stach, agus mit a goal chapter nuserish. Okay, for this we want to do 10. So ensure that your your 2 feet, your toes, so on the barakini lekele, your feet are together, keeping a good balance of your body, and straight down for 10. A hain, a do, a 3, a car, a cuig, a shay, shot, hook, knee, de. Okay, keeping that body straight, moving slowly, and then as you get better at that technique, keeping the elbows together, ensure that we're coming straight down with the chest, keeping the body straight, your back straight, your legs straight. Okay, now, third one we move on to, which is our squats, or griega, or squaga. So we want to stand with our feet shoulder width apart. Okay, and the technique on this is that we're going to start to bend through your hips and your knees, keeping your feet flat on the ground, but keeping your chest and your head held up straight with your shoulders back. The importance of keeping the distance or the width on your feet the same as your shoulders is to ensure that as we go down into the squat, our body is balanced in the center. So, when the golden shear, the count sus, on the hot deach, Tommy can luba, the gluine, Agus the Tommy the good cheese, Tommy the quinnel, the Cumann, shear come off. And then we're going down into a sitting position. So, see if more Tommy see here. So we will start again with this for 10. If you wish, you can keep your hands out straight, okay, just to keep that balance in your body. And we're going down for 10. Hein, a do, 3, a car, a cuig, a sé, a shot, a hooked, a knee, agus a de. Well done, very good. Now, fourth we're going to move on to is called the plank. So the plank or shot. Now, the purpose of a plank, from playing again similar to a press up, is that working on our core body. Okay? So to me goose, to me a gubber, an chuig lárnach den corp, agus te fear de seo na go image chun ládracht a chamad sa lár an seo, because naturally it's that core that's going to help us move when we're playing hurling and camogie, when we're striking the ball either on the ground. I've brought my hurl with me. We're striking on the ground, we're striking from the air. Although it's coming from our wrists, our core needs to be balanced. So caig an ládracht a teacht ón chuid seo the corp, on scoféidirling on made a small a chóir taobh here den euro agus Thomas Avula. So it's important that we can get as much strength as we can behind the ball when we're striking the ball long, or even if we're giving a quick pass across. Okay? So with the plank, we'll do this for 15 seconds. So behind the plank, we get back down into our press up position. So down onto your knees first. Now, two ways of doing this. With the plank, similar to the press up, your body is kept straight all the way back to your toes, okay? Keeping your core as tense as you can. We can do it from a press up position, or you can go down onto your elbows, bend your elbows, come down, and then strengthen the body out, okay? So leis seo, chosú leis an brú níos, tá síos ar na glúine, is féidir an dá lámh chosú leis an brú níos, a chur amach, agus tá si chortham le a gúlan. Nus féidir go síos ar na iling, I de chur híos fút, chomá leis sin, tá an iling ar cóbhéid is atá mo gúlan ar an dá thaobh, Drúdan chorp amach, chumad na chosa, na géige, agus na baracíní díreach, agus seas san áit sin a gcur 50 seconds. So off we go, down on the knees or on the hands, whichever you find is more comfortable for you. Stretching out the body, keeping the knees, shoulders back, head up, and holding it for 15 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And back, maybe a little stretch out. Just to loosen the arms and legs. Now, let's take 10 to 15 seconds. Get your water, take a drink. Now, just a tip to catch your breath between your exercises. Important that you breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. Release, let your whole body relax as the air is coming back out of your lungs. Okay? Generally what we will do on this one is, during a training session, is to get the boys and girls, breathe in through the nose, hold for 3 seconds, and then release. The idea behind this is that when you're doing the exercises, your heart is racing, okay, because it's pumping oxygen around your body inside with the blood, okay. So by doing maybe 3 of those breaths in through the nose, hold, and then out through the mouth, it's reducing your heart rate, okay, slowing your body back down, and then we can get ready for the next one. So, to the bugger ride, give it a cuig, agus seo léim gríthe. So, annach go súil leis na gríige a rinnemer níos luath, an difric leis seo ná tá muid a gúil síos, agus tá muid a tanas, tá muid a léin sús go nord. Okay? So, the next one we're going to move on to is our squat jumps. Similar to the technique that we use for our squats. The difference, same again, we keep our our feet shoulder width apart, keeping your body back. As we get down into the squat, on coming up, we're driving through the legs, and we're going to jump straight up and bring the hands over our head. So we're down, and as we're coming up, and we're landing as flat as we can to the ground and to stick. This is a difficult one as well, because there is a tendency that when you land, you either land on one foot or either on your left foot or your right foot. If we can, try to come down flat on your feet and then back down into the squat. Okay, so for this one, on the squat jump, come on, scale, we're going to do 8 of these. Okay, so standing with your feet shoulder width apart, hands down by your side. You can have your hands out for balance, or subsequently you can keep your hands up in the air, so as we're coming down your hands are already there when you drive up from the legs. This is a very, very important exercise for hurling and camogie, purely from the point of view of as we're driving and as we're moving and running. Okay, in hurling, unlike Gaelic football, you are bursting off into a short sprint. So it's important that we strengthen our legs to give us that push off the back foot, or subsequently, if we're going high to catch a sliotar and we're landing, we're coming back down, ensuring that we're landing on both feet safely on the ground, not coming down on one foot. Because coming down on one foot, you're off balance, and if there's somebody marking you, they'll be coming in beside you to close you down. If you're landing on one foot, you're coming down unbalanced, and there's a good chance that you'll be knocked off or knocked over. Okay, so let's go together on this. I'll just move back slightly so you can see. Hein, do, 3, car, cuig, shay, shot. Oh, well done. So I threw in just a few different variations on the hands to give you an idea. Another little break. Take your water on board, and always breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. Now the next one we're going to move on to, which is number 6, is our balance. So balance is a vital thing in the game of camogie and hurling. Our balance determines if we have a good equal balance. So for argument's sake, if I'm doing a simple skill, or one of the essential skills of row lifting a ball, by being able to keep my balance, if I'm tackled, I'm not off balance. I'm standing like this rolling, and a guy hits me, I'm off balance, and you're more susceptible to falling. As well as that, our balance is good in being able to maneuver around an opponent during the game. So for argument's sake, there is a movement in hurling and camogie called a sidestep, and in a sidestep what we would tend to do is, as we're coming through with the ball, and if the bottle is my opponent, I put the ball into my hand, I plant my foot, and I change direction. So by having good balance when I plant my foot, there's no danger of me getting knocked over. Okay? So, simple one on our balance. There's two forms to this. One, we can bring our knee up and hold our knee, or bend the left knee if I'm bringing up my right leg, and you can keep your foot out straight. Okay? I'm that little bit older, so I hope you appreciate I'm going to go for the knee up. So key thing to remember on this, your standing foot, bend your knee slightly as you bring it up, and that will give you a proper balance, okay? Ensure that your shoulders and your head are back behind. So let's count seo. Má tá de gúsáid ar chós yes. Tá muid chun an gluin a luba just beag anin ons go dúir se sin ceir doing a chorpa méach de chuinál. Tá an gluin agus a chos eile so chos clay suas an dalamh cumad a goilín siar the ceann suas is féidir na lábha chuir amach chun tú héin chun níos mó chorpa méach de hort, so you can keep your hands out to your side if you wish to give you that little bit of extra balance, or keep your hands down by your side. So for this one, for our balance, we're going to do 15 seconds on your left, and then we're going to switch over and do 15 seconds balance on your right. Okay, so we'll do the first one on the left from the front, and then we will do the side when we're balanced on our right foot, our right leg. I'll move to give you a side view. Okay, so leg héile, chur lúb, put a bend in your standing knee, bring your leg up, hands by your side or hands by, out by, to keep that balance, and hold for 15 seconds. A hain, a dó, trí, cahar, cuig, sé, seacht, hocht, ní, 10, hainjig, dóig, tríjig, carjig, cújig, and foot down. Shake out the standing leg, and then we're going to move over to our right foot at a side angle. You can also keep your hands on your hips if you wish as you're standing to give you that little bit of extra support. So bend the right knee, so lúb, glue now yes, left leg up, slight bend, and let's hold for 15. A hain, a dó, a trí, a car, a cuig, a sé, a seacht, a hocht, a ní, a 10, a hainjig, a dóig, a tríjig, carjig, cújig, agus shees. Shake out, roll your hips side to side, shake your arms. That was very good. Now we're going to move on to number 7 in our series, and this is going to be a lunge. Okay, now technique on the lunge, if you have a hurl, you can use this as a guide. So roughly what I would do is, when we're coaching, is the distance that you step is from the butt of the hurl to the toe of the hurl. Okay? Now, with a lunge, our body is up straight, our feet are again shoulder width apart, and what we're doing is we're stepping out. Okay? And the key thing for this, one of the key teaching points for this, is that when we step, our front knee is at a 90-degree angle, and our back knee can either be held straight or go down into a 90-degree angle. Okay? So, lesson came sínta, an aim is mó tá agin ná, so má tá Cumann agat, chuir síos agus There is sin that Keiko Fadas a gahan to on came a glocka. Okay? So come on. On da chus co an gap idir an da chus chusúla gacht in gachradella céad an méid céine is idir ag de gáthúla. Okay? Agus nar a hasamid amach nar a dógan tú an tógan céim an glúm chun tosig caithid bheith mar iling nócha céim is féidir an chus ágáil díreach nó an chus taobh hir iling nócha céim I dhéanamh leis a chus ar chúil Cumann. Okay? So we're going to start with this one, and this one the best option that I prefer is bending your knee at the back in a 90-degree angle. So for this, we're going to start off with our lunge, and on our lunge we're going to do 4 on the left, 4 on the right, then we switch again, 4 on the left, 4 on the right. Okay? So we're going to end up doing 8 on each side. Again, I'll move out this a little bit so you can see the full angle, and it's easier to do this from the side. Okay? So let's go together. 1, 2, 3, 4. And back to the centre. Chus clay, hain, do, a 3, a cahar, and back. Shake the legs out, and then 4 on the left side. Yesh, a hain, a do, a 3, a cahar, and switch. 1, 2, 3, 4. Another key thing to remember on our back foot is that as we step and we're bending to the 90 degrees, we do not touch the knee off the ground. So you're getting that stretch into the lunge. Now, what's a lunge got to do with hurling and camogie? Okay, one of the essential skills is a row lift or a jab lift. And in performing a row lift or a jab lift, it's important to get your knees bent and get down as low as possible. So lunges actually help us in perfecting the skill of getting down low to perform that row lift or the jab lift. Now we're going to move on to number 8. And number 8 is our scissor kick. Okay, so what we want is to lie flat on our back, your head all the way back, and arms flat by our side. Now we can do 2 things here on the scissor kick. First of all, bring your 2 legs up, and only bring them up as high as you can, or whatever's comfortable. We're moving our feet apart and we're crossing over. Left, right, left, right. Okay? Or if you want to test yourself on this one, another one we can do is that we're moving our legs up and down. So same technique, going flat. The only difference on this one is we're moving our feet up and down. This is a key exercise for your legs, but also for your tummy or your abdomen, which strengthens your core, your solar plexus again, which will give you the strength then in your core body when we're striking the ball. Okay, so for this we're going to go for 10 seconds. So up, hold, and go. Hang, do, 3, car, cuig, shay, shot, 8, 9, 10. Okay, and hold, back up, take a drink of water, get your breathing. Okay, Now to test yourself on that one, start off with 10 seconds, do one set, try 15 seconds, and then try push yourself further again if you can to get 20 seconds using either the cross legs or legs up and down. Now we're moving on to our final exercise, and this is one of my favourites because one of the key things when playing hurling and playing camogie, those of you who watch the games and have seen any of the inter-county games, that games traditionally at an inter-county championship level are 70 minutes, but it's gotten to the stage the way the game is involved that the game is now going into an extra 5 or 6 minutes on top of that. So you could have games going close to 75, 76, 78, 7, even 80 minutes. Okay? So a mountain climber is a tough one to finish on. Okay? But the reason behind it is to build your stamina for those extra 5 or 6 extra minutes, additional minutes that you have at the end of a camogie game, at the end of a hurling game. Okay? Now the technique on this one. Okay, so mountain climbers or drapadóirí sléite as Gaeilge. So I'm rud atá le déanamh anseo ná síos inis go dtí an siomh céine leis an brúil níos nó an plank. Tá mi síos an glúna a dús an dá lámh le chéile ar cóhvéid le a gúlan a ríist. Tá mi go amach díreach agus ag an ann seo Tá sámid leis a cos yes, tá gon an glún ar yes, a thuirt sús go fad is a féidir le a hocht agus sír. Ar chlé, sús agus sír. Okay? Now, with the mountain climber, we adopt the same position as a press up or as a plank. On our hands, and our hands again are shoulder width apart, or just maybe possibly slightly little bit wider than your shoulder to give you room to bring your knees up. So we go into the plank or press up position. Your body is straight, and what we're doing is bringing your right knee up to your chest and back, followed by your left knee up and back. Okay, we will do 5 on each side for this, or you can go for 10 seconds to 15 seconds. The key thing with the mountain climber is that when we bring our left leg up, as we bring it back then as quickly as possible, and then you're bringing your right knee up. So what we're doing is we're bringing our left knee up and quickly back and changing to our right. Okay, so the key thing here, 2 key things on this: keeping your position of your body so that it's straight like the plank, but it's the changing from one leg or one knee to the next. Okay, so as the minute that left knee comes up and is going back, you're switching over quickly and you're bringing the right knee up. We'll go for 10 seconds on this, or if you wish, you can do 5 on either side. Ready to go? Suas. Okay, corp tíreach, body straight, and go. Okay, now I didn't get a count of that, but ideally, if you can, for that one, try and push the mat out of the way if it's not on a slippery surface. Okay, now folks, I do hope that you enjoyed that small session. 9 key athletic development activities that we would use as coaches with our teams in Cumann, Báire, Setanta. Tá silgan gwaint of tanivas, buan trilas, úsáid mar dúirt me, úsáidmid na forbert atléte sin hís the club, there Thomas Mool na Mont, agus Camogie, does the Buch Leagues the Colini. Again, I would like to thank the committee of the Dublin Learning City Festival for 2021 for affording us the chance to submit a small video on activity. Again, My name is Liam McQuirk. I'd like to thank you all, and just a reminder, I will also be including a PDF with the YouTube video and all the links for the YouTube video for this main session, and then each of the activities are included within the PDF that you just click on, and it'll bring you straight onto the page. Slán ag Banach Díobh, Turar do Héile, Díobh Hain, Ná Dénig Dermot, Nína Lava, Feigemach, Ag Siúl, Nu Gri, Mas Féidirlih, okay? Agus Turar Díobh Féin, okay? Don't forget, wash your hands, keep your safe distance, and try and get out, if you can, a minimum of 20 to half an hour of exercise on a daily basis if you can. Be safe out there, people, okay? I'm spending my kind of a reach. Alright? Slán fall.